Looking back and throws up the middle. Throws is on his way around. Picked up by Otis.
Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Here comes the ready or not. How you like me now? I say, here comes the boom, ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Boom, here comes the boom, ready or not. How you like me now?
You don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati.
You are watching live from the best damn Cincinnati sports podcast this side of Bengal Dad's new house somewhere over there. How are we doing? How are we doing?
We're doing okay.
We're doing okay today, mate. What a lovely day today.
I'm bracing for impact.
I couldn't agree myself, my laddie.
I forgot you're doing.
What are you talking about, my laddie? This is how I always talk.
How long? I don't know how long you're gonna be able to keep that up.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Of course, I can talk like this.
All right. So we're gonna keep the show kind of short. Bengal Dad wasn't able to be on Wednesday, so he's gonna be able to give us his point of view on what he thinks could happen tonight. Give us his predictions, different stuff like that. And as we know, it's Monday Night Football, Bengals versus Jaguars, White Tiger night, White Tiger edition. We are undefeated in the White Tiger. Does it continue? I sure hope so, but we'll see. Bengal Dad, let us know how you're feeling, because we didn't get to talk to you on Wednesday.
I think you know how I'm feeling.
Yes, I think so. But
I am not very positive today. As I just told you guys before the show, I hope Jake Browning gets poked in the eye before the game starts so that A.J. McCarron can play. I think that's their only shot, is to have somebody that can read a defense.
yeah,
I would love to see the Bengals come out and run the ball and run the ball and run the ball, hopefully getting themselves in a bunch of like 3rd and 3s, 3rd and 4s instead of 3rd and 10s. I'd like to see that, because you got to do something to protect Jake Browning.
absolutely.
Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah, we can't handle 8 rushing attempts from the running back room again.
Well, and you saw what the Cardinals did to Pittsburgh yesterday. I don't know if they ran the ball 30 times, but they had 140 yards on the ground. They just took care of business. They did what the Bengals should have done.
Totally agree with you, my laddie. I mean, when I watched Connor, he was just running all over those Pittsburgh Steelers, and I just couldn't get past myself. Why did the Bengals do that? I just don't understand.
I don't know if I can take you seriously.
Yeah.
What is your problem, Jamie boy?
Jamie boy.
Darth, you're right about that.
Yep, he's not.
Yeah, Chris Evans, my lad, we need to give him a pot of gold or something. He's just not getting that. When somebody needs to bring him a pot of gold here.
Why do I see every other team, and I mean every other team in the NFL, have 2 and 3 running backs that they're rotating through the course of the game, and we just give it to Mixon twice a quarter, whether we need to or not?
Twice a quarter. That's absolutely accurate.
Yeah,
I don't know, because Tyler's said it right here. If they don't want to run the ball out this year, why do we keep having 4 running backs on the roster?
I don't know.
I completely agree, Tyler.
I don't know either. Every week, I said to myself, Joe Mixon has to be the breakaway game player, but it's just not working out for me. I just don't know. It's just, I was talking to my mom the other day, and she said the exact same thing. It's just mind-boggling that this can never pan out for him. Zach Taylor, we all love you, but you seriously need to give Joe Mixon the ball.
So
is this game in Wembley or something?
Listen,
not down in Jacksonville.
I'm a leprechaun. We need to go look to them, Malati. Just go along with it.
That went from Irish to English to Italian. All these different accents morphed into one. I didn't think you could do it.
Tomatoes, who gives a damn?
Oh, gosh. We got Crypt in the chat and Mom telling me to keep it together. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. That was great. Oh, gosh.
So how are you guys feeling about the game?
I am feeling
Honestly.
good. Look, I have my Lucky Charms on me tonight. I have me a bowl of Lucky Charms, and I am feeling good to go tonight.
Well, my bold prediction was that we win. That was my bold prediction. So, my sleeper player was Miles Murphy. He got a sack last week, and look for him to continue that trend. But we got
When's the
a bunch
last
of
time?
chance,
When's
right?
the last time the Bengals were a 10-point underdog?
Oh, it's been a long time.
It's before Burrow, right?
Or during Burrow.
Way too long.
I don't think it's ever been during Burrow, has it?
No,
Well, I was thinking maybe once he went out.
Oh,
His rookie year, maybe.
I was
I
gonna
don't know.
say his rookie year, I could have suspected.
But that, we've got to. The way I feel about it is, we've got a chance.
Yes, we do.
We're playing the game. It's the NFL. Anything can happen. I like that T. Higgins is back. We've got our full complement of weapons. Wait. Oh, is this what you're laughing at?
Thank you very much, Ashley. I couldn't agree more. Ashley, my girl.
Jimmy boy, yes. Uh-oh. Here, Dale's feeling good. 21-17.
Thank you so much, Dale, my laddie. Dale Altman in the house.
And Tyler says his sleeper player is the play caller. Wants him to wake up.
Absolutely.
Hello, Zach. Nice to meet you. But I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic, we'll say. But Greg and I were talking before you got on. There's, do you root for a win or do you root for a loss to improve draft position?
I never root for a loss.
Always root for a win is the way we talked about it. After the game, you can reflect and take the positive from it and say, well, that improved our draft stock.
When they were a game away from getting Burrow, I even found it hard to root against the Bengals when they were playing the Dolphins.
Yeah, right.
I'm glad now that it's over that it happened. But no, I can't root for them to lose.
No, for sure not.
Yeah, Mr. Altman, the reason I'm doing British or Irish or whatever the hell you call it, we're trying to have some good luck here. I am the leprechaun tonight. I am the leprechaun. We need the leprechaun by our side tonight.
It's not on your side with fantasy football, apparently. With
Shelley. Why must you do that to me? I'm trying to be positive here, and you're bringing me down to my pot of gold, Shelley.
What did I say that Greg or that Dale agreed with? I have no idea what I said.
Me neither.
He's just such a big Bengal dad fan. He agrees with everything you say.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. You know that.
Yeah.
Actually, Dale, put that in the chat what you agree with. Because we do know that. Oh, root for the win. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. For sure. Oh, yeah. You never want to root for a loss. You can always take the positive afterwards. But yeah, rooting for a loss is, to me, lame.
Totally lame.
Say that again?
Totally lame.
Okay. I thought that's what you said. But Bengal Dad, do you have a key to the game for the Bengals on offense that's not running the ball?
No.
Or is it only running the ball?
It's running the ball. You can't put the ball in Jake Browning's hands.
Yes.
He's gonna screw it up.
Maybe.
He doesn't have any confidence.
No.
How could he have any confidence into that game he just had? Every pass was a check down. He completed one ball that traveled probably more than 12 or 13 yards in the air. The other two are deflected. I mean, I don't know. They need to run a ball. I would like to see some end arounds with Jamar Chase.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see just some kind of give me some wildcat. Give me some stuff that a team would do that's a little desperate. Because if we're not desperate now, there's no tomorrow.
Wildcat. So do you put Joe Mixon in the Wildcat?
No, I'd put Jamar Chase in the Wildcat. A guy that can actually run.
But can he throw?
Don't have to throw out of the Wildcat.
Right.
They never throw out of the Wildcat. It's just the extra blocker.
No? You don't want the threat?
No. Nobody is going to honor the threat of Joe Mixon throwing the ball downfield. It's just not going to happen.
You're right.
Just put Jamar back there, give him the extra blocker, and if Jamar gets a hole, he'll go. He won't pitter patter around like Joe Mixon does.
Yeah, I got you. How about on defense for the Bengals? What's your key?
Are you talking to me, my lad?
Bengal Dad, because you and I talked about it. I want to hear.
You and I talked about it.
You better.
I think you need to make them one-dimensional. They need to do the thing that they've been unable to do lately and stop the run.
Yeah.
They need to put, as my son would say, go with a 5-man, odd man front, stop the run, control ETN, and just leave it up to long hair.
Yeah.
And put long hair in a bunch of those 3rd and 8s and 3rd and 9s. And when that's the case, put Hubbard out there to spy long hair. That's what I would do.
And keep an eye on Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
And Dale is apparently here to flirt with my mom and you, Bengal Dad. Just letting you know.
Okay.
How about your sleeper player of the week? Who do you have?
You talking to me again?
Yes.
Haven't thought about it.
Because I picked Miles Murphy. Greg, you picked Yoshi, right?
I didn't even know we did. My lad, I don't think we even did any. Oh,
we did that Wednesday.
Oh, we did that Wednesday. I am so sorry, Jimmy boy. That's right.
Yeah,
he picked Yoshi again for the
Yoshi.
How many weeks have we had?
I know who I'd like to have for the sleeper player of the week. Would be Trevion Williams. I'd love that to happen.
Yes.
But he's not going to see the field other than kickoffs. He might see the field 10 times the way our defense is playing. But I don't know. Well, I'll go with Chuck Sizzle.
Okay.
Maybe he'll get a nice punt return or actually get into the offensive scheme and get a few slant patterns and maybe wiggle loose. Who knows?
Did you say a few slant patterns and wiggle loose?
Yeah.
Okay, because it froze there for a second. I wanted to make sure we got it right. And how about bold prediction for you?
Jake Browning runs for a touchdown.
That's a good call, my lady.
Okay. Are you saying you should take that bet for Jake Browning anytime touchdown score?
No, I wouldn't take it. That's my bold prediction. It's not my lock of the day.
Now, how about do you have a Powerball this week?
Powerball.
I know we're putting you on the spot like a lot of times in a row, but you weren't on Wednesday. So
Powerball, let's go with 150 for T. Higgins.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Which is going to take a couple short passes that he pops.
Okay. So a nice little comeback game for him, testing out that hammy. I like it. Let's see here. Greg or Downton Big Savage. So, has your mind changed at all from Wednesday to now about the way you're feeling about this game tonight?
You know the sad part is my memory has been kind of lost the last couple of days. What exactly did I say Wednesday?
Oh, Greg, I got to tell you what you said.
No. I think I said I was a tad bit positive. I mean, but whatever I said Wednesday, this is what I'm saying right now. Now we got nothing to lose. We down in Jacksonville. I mean, there's absolutely nothing to lose here. My opinion, Jake Browning's got to say, the hell with it. The hell with it. Just go out and play. Don't be scared. Don't be a wee bit scared in the pocket, Maletti, because if you do that, you're going to get stabbed to the ground. You need to go out there, drink a Guinness, and just go out there and throw the ball deep. Don't even worry where the ball's going. Just get rid of that ball and launch it deep, but onto space.
Outer space.
Yes, launch it into space if you have to. Don't hesitate. Just throw it up there, and
Yeah.
T will be there. Yoshi will be there. Chuck Sizzle will be there. Man, I have no idea where I'm going with this.
Where's Stanley Wilson? Not Stanley Wilson. Stanley Morgan.
Stanley Moore.
Stanley Morgan. Who's Stanley Morgan?
Number 17.
Yep.
I don't think he's on special teams. Okay, all right, I got to cut this out.
You're done? You're done with it?
I'm
Hey,
sorry, man. It's
You
just
lasted 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay, that's all I needed. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. I just had to do that. Yeah, my panties aren't on too tight, Shelly. That's exactly what happened. But no, I just thought I'd give it a try, guys. We're cool.
Will Evan go for 130 yards like Pat Fryermuth did last week? Gosh, that's why I said keep an eye on him.
But I'm telling you, if this actually goes on, we win tonight, you know that I'm going to have to do something new every single week for 15 minutes. So 15 minutes. Remember that, everybody.
Can we have Greg back? Greg is silly enough. Hey, he's back. He's back.
I'm back.
And Tyler did say, instead of telling him what he said, play that archived Yoshi video. We'll keep that quiet.
Yeah.
Tanner Hudson, 2 TDs is a bold prediction from Ronald.
Nothing wrong with that.
I like that. I like him as an anytime touchdown guy tonight, actually. What else we got?
Let's see here. So my question to you guys, can we go off the Bengals? Can we talk about the reffing? I mean, TJ Watt, this is ironic. He says he thinks the refs are after him, which I find so ironic since he has gotten away with so much stuff in the past. And then you see, the Chiefs yesterday, I mean, Pat Mahomes is clearly in bounds. And then, there's clearly pass interference on the Packers, and then they interfered on Kelsey. What is going on with the refs? Do the refs need to go back to school and start back to fundamentals or something?
It's bad.
They
And
need to
again, as I keep saying, there's so many of these bad calls that happen inside the final 2 minutes of a game, and you can't recover from them.
Nope.
I see why they didn't call pass interference on Kelsey.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of that stuff that happens on those jump balls.
Yes.
But the other 2 plays were just horrible calls.
Was it a makeup play because they knew they got the Pat Mahomes one wrong? I mean, it's just –
I hope
know
they
it's
don't
silly.
make it. I hope the whole makeup call thing isn't real, but it might be.
I mean, do you guys think
It's ironic the way it usually happens relatively close again to the previous play.
Yeah.
But that guy got mugged at the 3-yard line. That guy, the defender hit him in the head, and his arm wrapped around his shoulder or his neck. And I'm thinking, how? How is that not a penalty?
Well, Bengal, did you guys watch the end of the Cleveland game yesterday?
I think I saw the end of it.
I did not see the end.
The coaching decision was horrible. They had 3 timeouts left. They used one of their timeouts to challenge a play.
Oh, that was a terrible challenge. He
It
was
was a terrible
in bounds.
Yeah, I mean, well, even though they got killed at the end, but it's like that had to be the worst coaching or clock matchup I've ever seen in my life, and all that. Cleveland. I mean, let's face it. We all know this. Cleveland is not going anywhere with their quarterback situation. Is that a safe thing to say?
Yes.
I mean, their defense scares me. If they had a good, decent quarterback, their defense scares me. I mean, what just makes me so angry is if Joe is healthy, look how train wrecked the whole NFL is this year.
I know. That's what I was thinking the entire day watching football yesterday. I thought this just sucks.
The AFC is just
we had our guy. We'd be that team at 8-3 right now.
Yes.
And we'd be thinking we're going to get a freaking first round bye. We're going to host this thing.
Yep.
That's the way it truly would have felt.
Yes, exactly. You know, Bengal Dad, I want to ask you guys this. Trevor Lawrence, 12 TDs, 7 interceptions, yet they're still 8-3. He had the same offense as last year, only that you added Calvin Ridley. I'm sorry. That's a disappointing season for Trevor Lawrence right there.
What's he at right now?
I believe it's 12 TDs. James, look it up just to make sure. But I believe it's 12 TDs and 7 interceptions.
Well, that's a horrible year.
That's terrible.
That just makes me twice as mad to see what he's going to probably do to us tonight.
Yeah, probably so. Especially to Evan Ingram, since we don't guard tight ends.
And we don't have Cam Taylor-Britt either.
And they say he could come back week 17. Should we just? Is it even worth playing him week 17?
No. I'll answer that question in week 17, but I'll answer it now also. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so Trevor Lawrence has 12 touchdowns. He has, where to go? Yep, 7 interceptions. He does have some rushing touchdowns as well.
Okay. Yeah, his legs are –
yeah,
they're the bigger concern probably.
Trying to look to make sure, see, where's his rushing at? There it is. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, all 3 have come in the last 2 weeks.
Well, that's good, but still, with the talented offense you have around you, that's still unacceptable right there. I'm sorry. I mean, I mean, C.J. Stroud, he doesn't have that. Well, I know Tank Dell being hurt is not going. It's going to hurt him a little bit probably. But C.J. Stroud, I mean, like you imagine if C.J. Stroud was on the Jaguars right now. I mean, he would put up, I mean, twice the numbers, and that's just totally unacceptable. I mean, if you guys ask me, I think Trevor Lawrence is having a very disappointing year.
Yeah, it's down.
I would say based on those numbers, he is. Yeah, I mean, they're like you said, they're winning.
Yeah,
but I think their running back has a lot to do with it. And I'll probably never pronounce his name right. Etienne, whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah, me neither. Trust me.
I'll hear it enough tonight. I just still won't be able to pronounce it.
Oh no, Bengal and I got the same issue.
So their yards per game, they're a little bit better than average for this year. They're 344 yards a game. Passing, they're at 238, rushing 106. Scoring, they're at 23.1 points per game. So it's not like they're a juggernaut.
No.
Who's wearing a knee? Oh, Trevor Lawrence is wearing a knee brace. I'm assuming that's
yes. He
is talking about.
Yeah, he has had a he has had a knee injury for several weeks now, maybe even longer than that.
Yeah,
and maybe you can attribute some of that poor play to that. I don't know.
Well, like I say, I mean, why? And another thing is, this is where we just get creative. What do we got to lose? Get creative. Like Bengal, like you said, just run the ball more. Include Chase Brown more. Include the guys you know are going to be here next year. Get them playing time. And still try to win, but at the same time, just get creative. Try to get something in the playbook you normally never use, and say, "Hey, let's just give this a shot. See if this works."
If nothing else, I think the players would think it's fun.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they played such a vanilla preseason-looking offense against Pittsburgh. If they would have tried just a little bit, they'd have beat Pittsburgh, and we'd be sitting at 6 and or what would we be at right now? 6-6, 6-5. What would we? I don't even know what our record is.
If we beat Pittsburgh, we'd be 6-5.
Yeah, we'd be 6-5. We'd be tied for the wild card right now. And I think it all would have just come down to playing A.J. McCarron last week. I know I sound like a broken record. I hope to God I get to watch him play, and maybe it'll prove me wrong. Maybe he'll throw 4 picks. I don't know. But he's not afraid to mix it up. He's not afraid to throw the ball downfield and to try to make things happen.
Mm-hmm.
I just think the other guys, he's just scared.
No, he stood in the pocket. Bengal Dad, you're right. He stood in the pocket way too long. He had guys wide open. He was scared in the pocket, man. I mean, that's just – I don't know how else to put it.
Well, let's put it this way. He's got a week, an entire week of watching that film from the Pittsburgh game.
Right.
An entire week to look at it and say, hey, that wasn't good enough. I need to play better. I need to take more shots. So hopefully that's the guy we get tonight, like Bengal Dad's saying. Let's open it up.
The other thing that really disappointed me, again, I keep going back to A.J. McCarron. And I think, James, we had this conversation last week, and you had made a mention that, well, McCarron's only been here like 5 weeks or whatever it was.
Yeah, just throwing it out there, yeah.
I'm just looking at what Flacco did. Flacco played a good game.
He did.
He really played a good game. And he threw that pick with like 5 or 6 minutes to go when he tried to step up in the pocket and throw one deep. But that's the best that Cleveland offense has looked in a long time.
You are right.
Drug right off the street because the guy can read a defense. He has seen it all before. He's not going to get shook up. And we had that opportunity. We still do with A.J. McCarron. And for some reason, the Bengals aren't going to go with the experience. And I don't get it.
I don't get either, Bengal Dad. You know, I mean, like you said, a couple of weeks, and like you said, Flacco walked right in. Look at Baker, walked right in last year, did really well. No, I agree with you on that. I mean, they know something we don't. I know they value Browning because the offense is difficult, but I mean, my take is when McCarron came in for Dalton, they had to redo the offense to make it easy for him, but it worked somewhat, and that's what we need to do for McCarron, not run the same offense, but run a simple offense where he can get something going.
Did he go 3-1 down the stretch?
McCarron?
Yeah.
I think they were 10-2 when he took over.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they went, but he won at least 2 or 3 of 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And then he had him winning that playoff game, and he had a bad 3 quarters in that playoff game, and then found it.
Yes.
And had us in the lead.
He made the game-winning throw.
Well, if you guys remember, Mother Nature was not on his side. Every time we had the ball, the rain started picking up like crazy. I know that's crazy to say, but every time the Bengals had the ball, it was raining like crazy.
Just like the flags raining down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Too soon. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, Bengal Dad, I agree. McCarron, I wish we would have signed him 3 months ago. But when the time we signed him, I would have signed him like 2 or 3 months ago. It's like, and on top of that, Callahan knew him in Oakland when he was the offensive quarterbacks coach there. I just couldn't believe they. I just wish they would have done it back in July or June, so he had time in training camp at least to get.
I just don't know why they signed him. If he's an emergency quarterback, I'd call this an emergency right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I think emergency means if your first 2 guys go out.
Yes,
is what I would take it as. T. Brookie, he said he last played 6 years ago. Well, he did play in the XFL and won MVP, didn't he?
Yep.
Now it's lesser competition,
right?
I know, but
I'm just saying. I want a guy that when they go back in the pocket, and you'll watch it again tonight. You watch it when Browning goes back, and that first guy's not open. He's done. He is not going to be able to wiggle away from things. He's not going to extend a play. He's scared. Deer in the headlights. That's what you're going to get, and you wouldn't get that with McCarron. McCarron could be 75 years old for all I care. He could still read what was going on and make a decision. When you got a guy that can't make a decision, you don't want the ball in his hand, and that's what we're doing.
He'd have his bifocals on, but he'd be reading it.
I'd rather have Zach Taylor quarterbacking tonight. Give me somebody that's – I mean, come on. Oh.
Yeah, there's other people that feel the same way. You know, it's – you definitely don't want just the one read and
do you remember the first play of the game last week against Pittsburgh? He tried to go down the middle. He hesitated. He looked to his left and then flung it over to the left, and it almost got picked off for a pick six.
Yeah.
The first play of the game.
Yeah.
He was rattled. Oh.
Yeah, it was the way you put it, I think vanilla. We got to get more.
Got to get some sprinkles.
Yeah, raspberry.
Where's Turk Shawnert when you need him?
Who?
Turk Shawnert.
My boss told me
way back. Do you guys not know who Turk Shawnert is?
No, my boss told me about him. Yeah, he was a good backup, wasn't he?
Yeah. Do you know who he was, James?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember that name.
1981, the first season the Bengals went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Kenny Anderson's our quarterback.
Yep.
Anderson threw 3 interceptions in the first quarter.
And they benched him, right?
And Forrest Gregg, who did something that no way Zach Taylor would ever do it, he grabbed himself and he said, "Sorry, Kenny, you're out of here." And he brings in Turk Shawnert, and he leads us back and wins the game.
Yeah.
Put somebody in the game that's got some balls.
Right.
I'm sorry. Browning just doesn't have it.
Let's see what happens tonight. What if he has a bad first half, maybe they go to McCarron.
Yeah. No,
I don't know what they're waiting for. It's like they're waiting for the season to be completely dead. This reminds me of David Bell leaving a pitcher in too long. Let's wait till we fall behind by 5 runs, and then maybe let's do something.
Bengal Dad,
I don't like that.
Here's my question to you. Would you rather have Jake Browning or would you rather have Finley?
Yes, anybody. I don't know who you just said.
You take Finley over Browning.
Yeah, Finley at least won a game.
Now, to be fair, he's played 1 game. Jake Browning.
Yeah. You need to give him another chance. I agree with that.
He's young.
So do you see him beating Jacksonville tonight?
We'll know at the end of the game.
Do you see him beating Minshew next week?
Minshew's playing.
He's another quarterback that finds a way. If we had Minshew, we'd be okay.
I like Gardner Minshew.
He's a guy that finds a way.
Minshew
we just never have a backup quarterback that, other than A.J. McCarron, that could find a way to win a game. They've never had it.
Get Ryan Fitzpatrick out of retirement.
I'd rather have him. He can read a defense.
Yes, he could.
I don't know. It looks like he's put on a little bit in the midsection.
His eyes
still work.
Remember that Tampa Bay game where Winston was throwing all those interceptions and Fitzpatrick? He just did not have enough time. He was running down the field. He almost beat us that game, but he did not have enough time though to come back and beat us. But Fitzpatrick was soaring. I loved Ryan. If you ask me the best backup quarterback of all time, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick. Well, Nick Foles won a Super Bowl.
I would put Jake Browning probably on par, and I can't remember his name anymore. The quarterback that's a third-string quarterback for Pittsburgh who got his head bashed in by the helmet.
Mason Rudolph.
I would compare him to Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
I think that's his comp. That's a guy that you don't have any fear is going to beat you.
I think it's tough to make a bunch of comparisons because we've seen one game.
Yeah,
I've seen him for 3 or 4 years in preseason against zero competition, and he still doesn't really look all that good.
Yeah, so I go back and forth on this. Bengal Dad, you're right. But, I mean, you do have to give him one more chance. But no, I get what you're saying, though, man. I mean, you got to see what he can do this game. But like James said, if he plays that bad, then, yeah, I want to see McCarron in the second half or whenever.
I think
I'm going to have to argue with T. Brookie a little bit, who says that the defense kept AJ in games. The Bengals were down 16-0 in a driving rainstorm against the Steelers, and then he put up 18 points in the fourth quarter. Also, on Monday Night Football, he had us up after the first 2 drives or 3 drives, 14-0. And then Marvin Lewis said, that's enough, and did what he always did and sat on that defense that T. Brookie's talking about, and we lost that game in overtime.
Yep.
The first pass A.J. McCarron ever threw as a Bengal was a bomb for a touchdown to A.J. Green. First pass he ever threw.
Well, I remember someone pointing me out. Technically, that should have been a penalty. It was like a false start or something. Someone did tell me.
Every play's a penalty.
Someone did say that to me one time. I'm not trying to rain on McCarron's parade or anything, but someone did tell me there should have been a penalty or something.
Yeah. T. Brookie bringing up the fax machine. Yeah. Fax machine broke.
That fax machine. Ugh.
It's so true.
First, we could have gotten a second and a third draft pick. I hate that fax machine.
Right. Tyler said, Bengal Dad, Tim Couch, Brandon Whedon, or Jake Browning?
Brandon Whedon early on, because he was good early on with Cleveland.
Yeah, he was.
He was also very experienced.
Yeah, he was 28 years old.
He was like 27 years old or something.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he play baseball? Yeah, he played baseball for a couple of years. Yeah, that's right.
Well, Jake Browning's probably 27 now.
Hey, Bengal Dad, I have a solution. You know who gets someone he's comfortable throwing to? Let's get John Ross back here. He played with John Ross and Drew Sample at Washington. Let's get the band back together.
I can't go for that.
No.
You're just trying to make up for getting a John Ross jersey for 2 bottles of Blanton.
Oh, would you stop it with the Blantons? Thanks for bringing up the past.
You're just trying to make up for it. I feel you.
I know. It's a curse.
I hope to God, and I'm not wishing bad luck on Browning, I really hope A.J. McCarron gets in this game tonight. I'm willing to put my reputation on the line here. I think A.J. McCarron will look better than Jake Browning.
There's only 2 reasons why that would happen. Injury, which we're not going to root for, right?
Right.
A poke in the eye, that doesn't hurt. That doesn't last too long. Just screws the vision up for a couple hours. Like, you give me one of these. Just give me A.J. McCarron in the game.
So, injury or he plays like awful.
Well, I don't want the plays like awful.
Well, that's the only reason.
I need the poke in the eye. Just like Orlando Brown's daddy when he played for Cleveland.
Yeah, when he threw the
penalty flag in the eye. We need one of those.
Yeah.
Didn't his vision wasn't his vision ever the same when that happened or something, like the flag just?
You'd have to ask Orlando on that one. I don't know.
The Ric Flair eye poke.
Yeah, what was that with Waterboy Captain Insano? He's like, you poked me in the eye. What did he say? What was Captain Insano?
Can we just take his helmet? The way the Buffalo Bills took Thurman Thomas's helmet. Just take his helmet.
So,
you been hide his helmet somewhere?
We got kicker bully, and then we've got backup quarterback bully.
Yeah, backup QB bully 101.
I'm not a bully for the back, well, unless you're counting Jake Browning as the backup.
That's what I'm.
By the way, guys, how about this? How about this is how desperate the Jets are. They have Trevor Siemian, who Jake Browning beat out who was that quarterback for them yesterday.
And think about that. It was pretty darn close. It came down to the fourth quarter of that last game of the third game if he was going to beat him out.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, this is off the record. Did you hear that the Jets coach wants to start Zach Wilson, but Zach Wilson says he's reluctant? That right there for me says I'm done with him. If he says he doesn't want to start, I mean, when your quarterback says you're reluctant, do you guys want a guy on your team that says, I don't know if I can start? To me, right there, I said, bye.
Sounds like Deshaun Watson.
It does. It really does.
How about the Browns are paying their quarterback $230 million contract?
Yep.
And they're on their fourth-string quarterback.
And he's just hanging out in the suite.
Well, that great defense. Can we agree they're going to have to make some cuts next year because of that contract, probably.
Well, I'm not sure how good great their defense is. Haven't they given up 30-plus points 2 of the last 3 games or the last 2 games?
Well, yeah, they have
getting scored upon.
They are.
Let's see.
I know Myles Garrett has been aching, and that hurts them a lot. Him and Myles
Garrett sucks.
Jesus Christ, you scared me, fat boy. Holy cow.
Oh, hey.
Made it.
Oh, did you get it sold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Nice.
you're not making the wings now, right?
I'm going to do it in the oven. It'll be easier. Less to monitor.
All right. So, Santori, we've asked Bengal Dad his bold prediction, sleeper player of the week. What's your bold prediction for tonight?
The sleeper player of the week?
Or sleeper player, either one you want to do first.
Mixon.
Okay. What makes you say Mixon?
He's going to have a hell of a carry.
blind faith that Zach's actually going to run the ball this week.
Okay.
He'll have 4 carries for 96 yards in the first quarter, and they won't run it again.
I'm good with it. He's probably scored. If that's the
Yeah,
case.
caught it too.
Yeah,
Bold
caught
prediction.
a
Bumbo!
couple sweet tosses.
And bold prediction.
I have the Bengals to cover tonight, so I'm gonna
Okay.
plus 9.5.
No.
I said bold.
That is bold because as soon as the wheels start to fall off, all 4 fall at one time.
Yeah.
Penny says hi. Ashley said.
Penny tried to eat me last time.
Yeah, Penny's my mom and sister's dog.
It's like Sable, but like 10 times the size.
You can better put the wings on if you're going to do that. It's
Hey, I like the haircut. Looks good.
No, I'm all crispy.
Yeah.
By the way, Santori, not to change subject to the Reds, but that guy, Eduardo Rodriguez, by the way, he has been talking to teams today and all that, and the Reds may be one of them. And I know you said you were high. You told me you were high on him, correct?
He's definitely one of the ones I would be interested in paying for sure.
Right.
I'll give a pitcher 20 a year.
you want to back me real quick before we sign off here?
Okay.
AJ McCarron or Jake Browning? Who would you rather have playing right now?
McCarron.
Why?
He's got balls. He's not afraid.
Well, don't tell that to I lost. T Brookie. T Brookie's all about AJ McCarron's a has-been. That was 6 years ago. And
Well,
he was carried by his defense.
Well, he just won MVP of the league above college football. So, I mean, Jake Browning was like out of football. We're asking about 2 backup quarterbacks. Browning's played an NFL game more recently. But what was the thing we kept hearing about McCarron when he was playing with the Bengals? He had it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Browning doesn't have it. Browning's an athlete. Don't get me wrong. I'd like having Browning on the roster. But
You know what Browning has? He has oh shit.
yeah,
That's what he has.
he's got the shits. I'm gonna make wins.
Backup. So Bengal Dad, are you a kicker bully now or the backup QB bully? Take your pick.
I'm not a bully of anybody. I'm pro AJ McCarron, and if I have to crush and bang on Jake Browning to get my boy in there, then I'm just gonna drive him in the ground like a steak.
What out now? What?
No, he went out there. You had that look on your face like, "Grr."
What happens if we win this game and Jake Browning throws for 300 plus?
You guys can laugh at me all you want, and I'll be happy as a lark.
I know you
Oh,
will.
I'll be laughing.
I know you will.
Irish. I'll go. No, okay. If the Bengals win tonight, I got to go full Irish accent or whatever the heck I was doing the show next time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, by the way, so Tyler did the giveaway. Thank you so much, Tyler, for doing all that. Ended up giving 4 things away to 4 different people, so that was really cool. But we are up to 300 subscribers. Please make sure that you're subscribing. Hit the like button for us, please, as well. Yeah, winners were picked yesterday. Congrats to those 4. But we're growing a little bit. We would like to get some more subscribers, so please tell your friends, tell your mama and them. Let's get them subscribed. We got 4 minutes before we said we were going to stop. So let's have kicker predictions from Bengal Dad tonight. For
Kicker predictions.
Yes.
Ooh.
Kicker predictions. Now,
I will say that our bald guy will have at least 7 punts.
oh, okay.
I'm going to go with numbers of punts.
All right.
7 punts for ours. Okay.
What other predictions do you want? What other kickers?
How about Evan McPherson? 50-yarder. Does he hit one?
Yeah, he'll hit a 50-yarder tonight. That might be the only points we score, but yeah, he'll hit a 50-yarder.
All right, I'm just writing it down just so we got it. 7 punts from the mustachioed masher, Brad Robbins.
Are they going to find another punter next year?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think we need one.
He's not special. I can tell you that. He is incredibly average or below average.
Did you think Huber was special?
Early on, Huber was really good.
Mm-hmm.
First 4, 5, 6 years, he was really good.
Yeah.
This guy, I mean, if he kicks a good one, it would bring you off the couch, I think, if he got a hold of one. I don't think he's got 160 yards yet, has he? I'm not sure if he's hit mid-50s.
Let's see. I can pull that up real quick.
Well, by the way, Bengal Dad, would you rather
That's
have?
not why we got him. We got him for his hang time and for pinning guys in.
Right.
And I don't see him doing that very much.
No. Who was that one punter for the Raiders? Shane Lecter, I think his name. He could punt a ball from the 1 yard line to like the 99-yard line or something. I remember he could just boom punts like crazy. Wasn't Lee Johnson a good punter for us?
Yeah, Lee Johnson was a good punter. He was our backup long field goal kicker.
Oh, yeah.
So Brad Robbins, his long is 62, his average 44.5. That is his.
The average is pretty average. The 62. I mean, I was surprised even. I must have left that game early. I haven't seen it.
He's had 12 inside the 20. He's had 5 touchbacks, and he's had 21 fair catches. And he's had.
I don't know where he
54
ranks. I don't know how they rank punters, but I don't know where he ranks. I just can't imagine that he's in the special elite category.
I don't know if that's on here. Oh, special teams. Here we go. Let's see. Punting. This is riveting.
Yes.
Brad. Uh-oh. His
on
number
page 2?
His name isn't even average, or his numbers aren't even average. So out of 32 teams, he's number 33 in average punts.
Oh my God.
At 44.5.
You mean to tell me he's not? Oh my dear Lord.
There are 36 punters listed here. He is number 33. Now, if
he
you go
is to punting what Jake Browning is to quarterback.
now, if you go to
page.
if you go to net punting, he moves up to 27th.
Yeah.
So we got that going for us.
Did we waste a 5th round pick on him?
Yeah. No, 6th round, wasn't it?
It was 6th.
Okay.
But
it's not a big waste if it's getting that far.
But
he's just not doing what they expected him to do.
Right.
Yeah, let's, like James said, you got to see what he does next year. But I get what you're saying. But if somebody else comes along and challenges him, yeah, you got to think about it.
Yeah, they might. T. Brookie, Houday, win or lose, been a fan since '68. Nice. As a kid, he's not going anywhere. The same with us. We're
Same
not
with
going
us.
anywhere except for right now. We're going to get off the show and
Yep.
we're going to watch some pregame coverage. I heard Chad Johnson is going to be a guest on the Manning Cast on ESPN.
Oh,
Yeah,
baby.
I saw that come through here. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw somebody put it in the chat. So thank you. I think it was Matt Walker that put that in there. Tyler, for Tyler. So for everybody, hopefully we will be able to talk on Wednesday about a win. That would be amazing. If not, guess what? We're still going to be here. We're going to be talking. We're going to talk about how our draft stock improved.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Yeah. Might be too early to talk about that.
Good vibes only.
Good thoughts only. So anyway, Who Dey, everybody, and let's go watch this game.
Who Dey?
All right.
And right into the stretch. Looking back and throws up the middle. Rose is on his way around.